Carp, a freaking Seuss, what a night. Ben and I went hunting up in North Texas. We spied a single hog, made a 500-yard stalk, most of it blind. We finally came across a hog and two buddies on the other side of a hill, and they're mixed up with some cattle right now. Now Ben's going to be shooting a 6.5 Grendel with Federal Spear TNT 90 grain ammunition, and on his rifle he's going to have mounted a Bering Optics Super Yoter-R thermal weapon sight that we're using. Now if you notice, Ben's image doesn't look quite right. He needs to nuke, and I don't think he realizes it at this point. It's kind of an intense situation watching these hogs. And I'm getting video through an IR Hunter MKIII thermal weapon sight, and of course I'm going to be shooting a Lone Star Armory TX-15 multi-purpose carbine enhanced. And through it I'm going to be shooting some Hornady SST 123 grain factory ammunition. Now the reason why I said it's kind of an intense situation right now, out of the three hogs, at any one time one of them may be shootable, meaning that there are no cattle in the way or behind the hog, and they're moving in and out of this group of cattle, and we're hoping to get at least two of them shot, and it's just not working out for us.
Now we're moving to the right. Oh.
We had been standing here in front of these hogs and cattle for about 15 minutes at this point.
I don't know about you, but my heart's pounding.
And finally, I think the two smaller hogs realized that we were there and got spooked.
They're gonna leave their buddy behind.
You can hear Ben and I communicating. We do a lot of that during these hunts.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
We both connect. Ben actually connected 2 times.
Where'd the right one go?
I have no idea.
And our hogs have run a short distance, and we've lost the big hog. However, we stay in place and we keep watching, and a couple minutes later,
Let them get a little more clear.
Yeah.
Let the cattle move.
if you notice on the right, Ben has nuked his scope, and the image looks significantly better.
Got another one coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's one that's been hit or not.
It's hard to tell.
We didn't see where this hog came from. We didn't know if this is our third hog or if this is one of our wounded hogs that has made it to the other side of the tank. We're just waiting for the cattle to clear at this point.
How's the other cow?
I don't see it.
All right. Are you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
2 shots and 2 hits. And usually hogs don't run after getting
Take
popped
down.
twice like that.
Pond.
Oh, nope, not down.
Big rolling around.
And finally he goes down behind the trees. Ben went ahead and taped the hogs in order to get their weights, and if you don't know how to do that, the details are in the description underneath this video.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
We're both using them. Ben's is open and mine is in the stowed position. Our hogs came in at 220 pounds, 180, and 160 pounds, all boars. Moving on to the next property, we just pulled into the gate. We knew there was one hog in the field, and this was a surprise hog. And we never had time to get lined up on it when we were clear of the fence, and it just walked off the property. And likewise, the other hog also went away as well. After checking several more properties, we've got hogs there in the distance. We've seen hogs closer, but the high grass is precluding us from seeing them from this point. So we need to go over the fence and into this field. As it turned out, we had a pretty good sounder right here. The only problem is we have cattle that are off to the right. And so our only shots are going to be some of the hogs that are to the far left.
How do you want to do this? Okay, I've got the one on the far left. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Both our hogs go down. And the hogs are going to run through the reeds and reappear in the field beyond the reeds. Here they come. Or rather, there they go.
Left. Left.
Good hit.
Going towards the horizon.
Is that the wounded one?
Yep.
Now, we only found 2 hogs of the initial group, and these were our initial opening shots. But we went in pursuit of the wounded hogs and the rest of the sounder. Here we are on the other side of that big hill, and it looks like the sounder has come back together. And in this area, there is only one cow that we need to contend with. Actually, I think it may be a bull.
Alright, scan ahead for any other possible obstructions such as cattle.
Looks clear.
I think the hogs are going to run to the right. I've already told Ben that before the video started, and so I wanted him to scan
lead
ahead.
pig on the right.
I got it.
Okay. I'll take one that's in the front here.
And we're shooting hogs to the right of the
Are
bull.
you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Both those go down. And I have an unseated magazine
Stationary Carbine cow.
that I tap back in, get re-racked, get rechambered. Let the hogs run by the bull. And then Ben had a problem. His magazine had bound up.
Fine. That one close.
Dang it.
Coming around your left.
And his magazine is still bound up.
I am out of ammo.
Okay. Shoot the ones to your left.
So Ben hands me his problem mag.
Oh, I know what your problem was. The magazine jammed up. The magazine's fried.
I get the magazine unbound, load it into my gun, and Ben is going to act as a spotter for me.
Just to your left, you stand it.
How far to my left?
Make a left 3. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Full 90 degrees. Full 90 degrees. To your left.
I got him.
Left to him. Your left to him is another. Good shot.
We're never going to find all these.
No chance.
Not only are we not going to be able to find them all, we're going to shoot more along the way. These hogs are presented in no particular order except the order in which we found them. There's no telling which hogs were shot by Ben, which hogs were shot by me. We are quite certain that there are other hogs down in the field, only we could not find them at the time. However, while we were looking, Ben continued to spot other hogs. This is one he sent me over to shoot that was across a ravine, and this is the one that I shot by the fence previously. It's gone across the fence into the front pasture. And I walk back to Ben to continue looking for hogs, when he told me that there were hogs in the pasture that I'd just come from and sent me back after them. Now, before anybody freaks out, Ben's rifle is unloaded. I have his magazine and ammunition in my rifle, and we have detached his lower from his upper, so he's basically staring at me through a thermal weapon sight on top of an AR-15 upper, which has no firing mechanism inside of it. Here I'm getting across the ravine yet again, and this particular field is lousy with these ravines. Some of them have wet spots in the bottom, some of them have small trenches in the bottom, some are fairly smooth in the bottom except for the plants. They're each kind of a nightmare to cross in the dark. There I'm spotting the hogs with my handheld. Ben nuked his scope. He actually told me he didn't think I was going to get a chance to shoot at these hogs, that they were going to get away. Little did he know, as I'm getting up on my rifle here and getting set up, I spot the hogs, I see how far away they are, and then I use the force in order to call them back. Watch carefully. And here they come. Now that doesn't always work, but it worked this time. I dropped the trailing sow with a headshot, and then you can see the hog train taking off, led by the remaining sow. Watch for the muzzle flash. I know she's hit at this point. I'm not sure if she's hit once or twice, but I'm waiting for her to slow down and stop.
There we go.
And then she actually collapses. And that's a shote that's been hit. And I don't believe we found that one. That shot was in the dirt. And the last shot connected. At this point, from my lower position, I can't see any of the small hogs that Ben can see. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn off my recorder. And I am done. Ben came over, we hopped the fence, we recovered the first sow at 215 yards, only 85 pounds. One of the shotes at 155 yards, and it was close to this sow that was down at 135 yards and came in at 105 pounds. Well, all that happened at the front of the property. We headed to the back of the property and spied this one hog at about 400 to 450 yards, and as we made our stalk towards it, it kept moving as well, and so we've now come about 600 to 650 yards.
Good target.
And I'm waiting for Ben to come up on his rifle, and I apologize for this. Ow! That is one bright color palette.
See if he turns again. Got him? 3, 2, 1.
2 shots and 2 hits, and he goes down as expected.
Fist bump, boom.
Well, I had left my phone in the truck. That's how we get our GPS measurements and our photographs, so I hoofed it back to the truck, all 600, 650 yards, and I told Ben if he sees any hogs to go ahead and shoot them. Well, Ben saw some hogs. And he has changed color palettes, and he has changed reticles to what my buddy Chris calls the donut of death. And you'll see Ben make good use of it. Alright, here we go. 3 shots, 3 hits so far. I believe that's 2 more hits. There he goes. Another one. Still another. And a quality assurance shot right there. And he has no more targets. Now you'd think that the hogs are all down just right there where we can find them, but this grass is fairly high. This is a bunch grass called love grass, and this stuff is terrible to try to find hogs in. So I came back with the camera. This boar that we jointly shot came in at a whopping 145 pounds. This is Ben searching for his hogs in the love grass. And these are the 2 hogs of his that we could find. We were unable to find the rest, and we finally called it a night at about 3:30 in the morning. Carpe sus, my friends.